Barb with his busted ass, broken wing, SR3M with SPP. One of the only ones, only one of the only people that I've really seen religiously use this gun. I'm much more privy to the AS Vol when I play in like unranked and stuff, but I can guess that it's a spear-dominated worlds. Strix with action onto CK, takes him out. Watchful finds one as well. All of a sudden, Cobb dropped down to 3 members, one of which is rotating all the way from A now through long. We have action in middle between Nick and Apollo. Now switching Nick to Strix. Strix finds another with the AVT, another monster kind of gun. Please change back to your old name. Walkers 6. One for the books, one for the memories, I believe. To the new star in Sim on the retake here, looking to do as much damage control as possible. Can't quite see Cruising proning through the smoke as it dissipates. UN taking a monster round, starting the game flawlessly on attack here. Fourth in map that they're very good at. A checkpoint cup, yeah, it was like, it's hosted I think by a Sherpa in the background. Yeah, just we were invited to build a team for it, so we said we'd give it a go. As you can see on screen at the top there, big thank you to Battle State Games for fixing it for us. We got the team logos added there, looking very pretty. Cov, actually Cov, not Nudon this time. Action man, as he Kobe's himself into middle, breaking his ankles. Sees us into a 3v3 now. Ghostly making it 2 for UN. All of a sudden, this round's looking very dire. All down to Strix here now, damage control mode with the AVT. He's got 4 full mags of 15 with that BT ammo. Finds the location of CK. I like this. I like this. But the bomb, the nade got stuck. He's not happy about that. He's not happy about that. It's very particular to get that nade out, if I'm being honest. And a very hard angle to peek into as CK closes the rounds with his MCX. Welcome in everyone in the chat. Pokey, Pisa, Roscoe, I see you. Alaska, welcome in. T-Rolf, everyone that's been here before. I hope you guys are enjoying the tournament so far. Let's go into let's see the top frag in action here under the defending team. CK kind of being the extra man in terms of picking and choosing where he's playing every round. Seems to believe he has a read on an A play here. Taking early pressure under Arch. Ooh. Ooh. I was about to say he almost got caught sprinting there, but had a moment to recover. Picks out Cruising. Very, very strong round here as Ghostly has a monster performance in middle, securing bomb down. And now it's all down to the man. The myth, the legend, Watchful. He's played fantastic so far in the tournament. But much like Strix last round, he finds himself in a 1v4. Different gun might make the difference here for him. Hipfire looks good. Takes out Sim. Now down to a 1v3. Still has to recover bomb, which, if I'm not mistaken, is... yeah, it's in start, so not quite having. 2 of the Cov players crowding around the bomb. A little bit of pre-fire here from Boa with the LMG down to 59 bullets, sorry. And we've got just a little bit over 35 seconds on the clock. Still in the realms of possibility. Less so. Would have been, and this guy in his jump shots is ridiculous. Ridiculously accurate. Dover Supremacy says placebo pizza. Yes. Yes. Last game was very good. Away with the furries. 10 has tried to do this many times. Walkers Coliseum. I like it. I like it. I like it. We can do a silly little solos last hero tournament maybe. Cruising opening onto Ghost as CK and Sim answer back onto Strix and Watchful. Cruising find the second one before going down. 2 remain for UN. Make that 1. Apollo. Trying to restore vision here. Gets checked by Boa. Maybe a little bit of miscomms. Maybe Boa didn't quite see him on the jump across now. 1 versus 2. LMG and not so LMG in the hands of the COP players. We got the Vector and the M60 versus Apollo's Model 1. They've got a good clamp on this bomb though. But it's still quite possible for him to get it. But his ambitions were set on at least 1 kill there, I think, before running away. Cov starting strong. They've secured that the infamous 3 rounds. We've seen a lot of 5-3s so far. They've at least got the 3. The worst they can lose this half is 5-3 now, which is still very respectable. They're in position to go beyond. Let's see where CK is starting the round. CK going out towards Cannon, gets eaten by Watchful's nade, which is an indication that this unknown team are pushing towards B. Ramp control secured as Barb takes 1 out mid and Apollo finds another in his opening fight. Bombs going down now. 5v2 as Sim left last alive on the, which is kind of a typical thing to be seen when you're the A rotation player, I think. But oh, I was about to say Buddy has a chance here. No, he doesn't. Take a quick look at the scoreboard here. Noticeably, we can see Cruising at the top with 5, joined by Apollo. Everyone fragging throughout the game, respectively, though. I feel like the LMG is such a hard weapon to get kills with late into the rounds. Probably more something that you'd see dominantly on like a util player, I think. Picking up the worst weapon of the team just to give a little bit more freedom for his teammates. I think every team so far, we've seen them use triple assault. Nice kill from CK, captain on captain action as Barb falters. Cruising almost gets a trade. Very close. Good damage onto CK there as he loses an arm. And we have a rematch here. CK equally putting damage down lane. Looks like we might be in for a restart here if Watchful can't get in. Ah, well, Watchful's still technically alive. Yeah, we are going to have a server restart after this round. Buff the Watchful. I think maybe, oh yeah, Sim coming in for that cheeky kill. A little bit of stat pad in action. Watchful does get in. Respect to I guess both teams for slow rolling this one and not stomping it. We'll have to be aware and double check with the admins to make sure that they're in a position to continue. Strix finds one, answering back. And for whatever reason, somehow in a 1v4/1v5 has the option to plant. Needs to see if CK is getting a bit giddy. Oh my. Very good effort. Very good effort from Strix there. We'll have to double check now the teams just in case there's a restart, just in case something went wrong there with Watchful rejoining if he misses this round or anything like that. I'll have a quick look. I don't see anything in the backside. Everyone's moving. Everyone looks aware and ready to go. Massive respect for both teams allowing that to happen and not crunching the round within a second. Of the DC coming in. Womp womp smoke. Cruisen's going to be delighted when being able to push through headshot here without the smoke wall down, but 3 kills come through from the blue team here. As Cruisen almost takes Strix's head off. Last alive is Boa, who's picked up a secondary weapon. He started the round with an LMG. Now he's playing with the I believe it's a 9mm Vector because the 50 round mag. He has both guns. Cruising on a 3K this round though. Attempted wallbang. And down goes Boa. We're en route to see either a 4-4 half or a 3-5 half in favor of Cov. If we get a 4-4, it's the first time we've seen a tied first half. You could argue that the disconnection for Watchful was pivotable. Why can't I say this word today? For that round loss. Early aggression towards B for Cruisen. Going to be looking for contact, but he won't really find it because player number 8 there, who is Boa, is sitting very deep, joined by his teammate CK and a rotator. There's a lot of players for defending team in CT here. Bad nade comes in from the attacking side, blows up. They better put German, sub German. Who'd he get in over? I'm a big, I like Germ. Cruisen really ought to not go up those stairs. Watchful goes down on A and the panic rotate comes through here for the blue team. However, Boa, sitting patiently, kind of knows something's up. Surely isn't going to get checked by Cruisen. Good positional play here. And now Boa's going to take the secondary gun from Cruisen's body as the bomb's coming back to B. Who'd have seen this happen? Nice little double fake rotation as Boa pre-fires and finds Barb, as Barb really wanted to get one extra kill on the board for his team to at least cut the defenders down to 4. However, Strix does it now. Nick the Man sprints out into sight, and the chips fall in favor of Cov, who win the half. 5-3. Would you say it's a respectable score? I think for fourths. It's quite good. 3 attacking rounds. I think both teams, given the circumstances, are going to be happy about that one. Can't knock either or. Halfway through the upper bracket grand final now, as we see UN switch to defense. They're doing their kit selections. I wonder if someone changes anything up here, or are we going to see much of the same? I'm looking for Barb mostly. Barb, there it is. Barb switching off the SR and moving on to the MP7. Maybe a little bit more comfort, a bit more reliability, and the ability, I guess, to play a little bit closer to his enemy. Looks like an ape train towards A here, as Cruisen's going to find a lot of action, no doubt. Good wall bang, just marginally off. CK finds Strix as Barb saves the day and takes out CK. Cruisen dodging nades and gets backstabbed by Ghostly, who gets out with almost, I'm guessing, no audio here, as the A site is cut open and Apollo is on the retake. It looked like a promising start. The mid round was heavily in favor of Cov there. You got to feel for Cruisen, who is millimeters, like millimeters to his left, and he would have found that wall bang. Nonetheless, respect the efforts. Let's get some gameplay shown from the attacking team here. CK leading with 10, and the new debut star, I guess, Simulacra. with an 8 and 5 with 2 assists playing on the Model 1. I'm interested to see what will happen with the Model 1 in future tournaments if it is restricted exclusively to those who unlocked it through Battle Pass Season 1. We may see a potential ban on that weapon during the Battle Pass Season 2 period where people can't access it. Takes out the top frag player, being Cruisin'. And that is a lot of, they got a lot to play with here. Watchful answers back, takes out Ghostly, which is a really good kill. Falling to Sim, though, who's joined CK on 10 kills now. And all the freedom and space on A. Once he finds out, those guys are going to start coming back towards A, and we see that on the minimap. Bomb in the hands of CK has probably called the rotation back. And now we're going to see a 3v4 retake, a 3v4 retake. An advanced position here from Barb. Are they? The question is, do they want to find this kill into Barb before the plant? Would they wait? Apollo, Barb, miscommunication here, maybe. Sim finds another on a 3k for this round. Barb and Apollo, iconic duo on the retake. Seems to have a good idea where Sim is. Good shots, finds the kill. You gotta feel that's a pivotal moment right there. If Apollo was able to at least get that one kill before going down. We have Barb taking out Nick the Man with only 15 seconds left on the clock. 1 versus 2. Has a good idea where 1 is. Has to barrel stuff, finds him, but CK playing so disciplined, so far away. Not a chance for Barb, really, unless CK shoots himself in the mouth while running. Good discipline from the IGL Covenant there to sit deep, stay away. Let all of his teammates kind of deal with the chaos of the 1vx there from Barb. And then just, even when Barb thought he had a chance to win, he steps in to deny it. Not the UN that we've seen before. Bear in mind, guys, these are like for the first time really ever. Both of these teams, all of these teams in tournament, they're experiencing this bit of a challenge, you know, of this one gun rule. Come on, UN from Aspect. I totally understand that. Whoa! Double kill from Barb as he takes out Ghostly and Nick before falling to CK. Cruising. Gold to the good. Goes down to Sim, who's having a very good string of rounds here. 2 versus 2. Come on, UN from Tom. I feel that. I think if I was you in your position in the tournament, I'd much rather play. Well, I don't know. Would you rather play UN in a BO1 now if they lose this game? Maybe, right? Watchful takes out 1. Yeah, maybe historically speaking, I think it'd be a tough blow to muster for the UN/Sicario side if they get eliminated from this tournament without touching the BO3 Grand Finals. It'd be a bit of a heartbreak. Although they do look a bit lethargic here. Boa making a good play, not going for the bomb plant. I mean, this is really, really well played. So I had a similar round like this. I remember from an old tournament against VP. You kind of, you fake the rotate to B and you chop back through short. Apollo versus LMG. Boa, 67 bullets, can shoot for days. I was about to say, I'd be very surprised if I didn't see a Boa prone moment here. And Boa clutches the round. A very, very tough round for UN to lose there. And a monumental round for Cov as they reach match point. Nick the man. If he can't do it, nobody can. Agree. Although, credit here to Sim stepping up. It's a lot of comments about audio. I presume there's just like those audio moments, you know, that are happening. Such a 40-second odd delay, so That alone, I can only guess that you're attributing it to the gameplay. Ghostly finds Barb, and it's a swarm around Apollo here on B site. All he can do is sit, hope, and pray. Very, very good decision making from Apollo here, as he might potentially be able to take out the second one. Gets the hip fire onto Boa now. It's ring around the rosy. Bomb's not planted. This is a bit choreographed here as he gets one through the smoke onto Sim. Monster round from Apollo as Strix joins the fray and takes out Ghostly. Now, with 1 minute 5 seconds on the clock, bomb is down. Nick is lurking. No audio. Makes audio. Apollo's got the read now. He's probably given the info to Strix that he can't run. Sees the shadow. Free fire in on the shadow. Apollo finds 4. Now that is a very dominant round. And that's something that needs to happen on repeat for the next 4. It's a shame that they didn't quite get that previous round, because they'd stave kind of carve away from the match point. They're playing in a position now where their back's against the wall and they can't afford any errors. If UN come through this and win this map somehow, some way, it is an absolute monster game from them, despite the sloppy start. Free fires through the smoke onto Apollo. I don't believe he's seen CK there. Although CK, not one to shy away from it, does kind of try to underhand a grenade through the smoke, and doesn't really forfeit that much space. It's a lot of action happening elsewhere, guys. I'm sorry, but Barb, I hate this position that Barb's stuck in right now, because he really does need to find a kill, but this position's not favorable. And now all of a sudden we're down to Watchful in a 1 versus 4 match point. Bomb's going to be going towards A. I'm unsure if they know exactly where he is. Man against the world. 4 guns up for Covenant. As Covenant are moments away from breaking the everlasting curse of Barb's team always making it directly through to the finals from the open bracket, or the winner's bracket. 2.5 mags full and 20 seconds on the clock. It's starting to get to be impossible as Ghostly closes it out. Covenant leading the charge to the grand finals in a 9-4, let's say, dominant fashion, I guess you could say. Maybe just on the day, 4th with the kit combination wasn't Unknown's strong suit. But, I mean, look, you have to tip the hat here. CK leading the charge with 14. Sim, the new player, the new joinee to the team, dominating with 13 kills and a lot of opening important kills. Ghostly, 9. Nick, 9. Boa, 7. Super, super strong gameplay from the entire team. On the flip side, still a very even spread of kills, ranging from 11 to 6 there on the UN team, as UN will go to the lower bracket. And as a, I guess, as an aspect player, I don't think I'd be too thrilled about that one. So now we're going to see in the background what's going to be happening now is the Unknown versus Aspect Veto. It's going to be happening in the background, guys. And our next game will be just that, Unknown Aspect. As that's surely going to be an explosive match. That's going to be a rerun of something that we've seen long ago in the past, a mini cup one, which